Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I am going to be doing a false floor for the back of my Mark 6 Fiesta. So if I just open up the boot there, it completely ignore all the mess in there, but I have no floor, so everything is just kind of sat in where the spare wheel would be. This is all leftover, still in the boot from when we wrapped it in the barn. I kind of just shoved everything in there, apart from Nippers football and some more oil that I had to put in yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to take all of that out and we are going to get some MDF. I possibly in the future might cut out a bit where the spare wheel would be and put a sub in, or I can be practical and put a spare wheel in because it doesn't actually have a spare wheel. We're going to head over to my dad's. I'm going to do it on his driveway, use his jigsaw because I lent mine out to someone yesterday. Yeah, we can go through installing a false floor to a Mark 6 Fiesta. Right, so we just made it down to my dad's. I'm going to start taking all the rubbish out of the boot and then we can start making a template out. Right, so seeing as we haven't got a spare floor to do a template around, I'm going to do it in two halves. Well, we put half in, obviously we've got the radiuses and stuff here, so just going to calculate where the radius would be, cut it out of that piece, and then you can slowly work it into the corners. And then we've got half to go on there, and effectively we should be able to flip it over, do the same on the other side, and then slot in. But the only thing is obviously we've got this hinge here that we're going to have to cut around, but that can be done once the whole thing is cut out. Don't know how well you can see it because of the lighting has gone stupidly bright, but we have two pieces in here. And what we're going to do is on the right hand side have it cut here, so we've got a small piece and a big piece, just because obviously where the spare wheel is underneath, if we did it directly in half it would be sagging down like this template is. And eventually I want that piece to be able to be removable so that we could either put a spare wheel or a sub. So yeah, template's cut. Now I'm going to put that onto the main piece of MDF and cut around it. Right, so that is the complete floor in. Obviously we've gone, the lighting has crapped down, trying to shield it, right into the corner. Doesn't matter about it being square, it's just the piece that we had only went up to there, so making the most of what we had available. We have done it in two pieces. I don't know, get out the light there, you can see the seam. The reason for that is because if we went straight in the middle where the spare wheel had been, it would have flopped, so you would have like that bit there sagging down. So we've done that in a smaller piece there. What I'm going to do now is get it out, and I've just been to go in the Merc, just been to a shop in town that sells a load of black felt, and I have a can of heavy duty spray adhesive. So we get that out, I'll get the floor out, and then I'll put it on a quick time lapse of me wrapping essentially that wood, and then we can put it back in, and then that is the floor complete. Right, so now that I have the fabric cut in a rough size, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a thin coat on top of this panel, stick it down, and then once we've got that flat, flip it over, pull over the edges, and then glue the back down. Hopefully that should work. I have the first piece in. That's obviously all felt, looks like it should do. See, it matches the felt that's on the side of here. So that's one piece complete. Obviously I've gone right around the edges. You can see, looking good. Obviously tight into that corner. Lighting ain't gonna let you see. But I'm now just gonna do this little piece that we have down here to fit into that gap. And then we have a completed boot floor. And the great thing about this is, obviously my dad already had the MDF in his van left over from work, and the felt cost me £11 and the spray glue only cost me £5. So this whole boot floor owes me £16. Like, can't argue with that, when if I went to Ford and tried to get a legit floor, it would be ridiculous money. Right, and that is the boot completed. You can barely even see that join. Obviously you can, but it's not like in your face. But a complete boot floor for 16 quid, we cannot go wrong. Right, now I've got all of this crap that was in there. I'm gonna sort it all out, get some bits back in there. I might even build a little bit where that my detailing bag can sit in there and not move around. Right, and that is my boot loaded back up again. I'm gonna put most of this in my office tomorrow. Apart from obviously going to leave my detailing bag in there. I need to have a sort through that. There's a lot of like empty bottles stuff, and the car needs cleaning because it is filthy already. I haven't cleaned it since I wrapped it. I'm just actually petrified of taking it to a jet wash and blowing some of the wrap off, but I'm sure it'll be fine. All the edges are sealed, so we can't go wrong. But yeah, that's just a basic video for today on showing you if you need to replace your floor or install a floor, like you've been in the same situation as me where you didn't have one. This is the most cheapest and easiest way I could think of doing it. And thank you to my dad. Obviously you've seen in the time lapse, he was pretty much cutting most of that for me, and he had all the leftover wood. But if you did end up enjoying today's video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we are so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but to me it's a lot. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.